Welcome back, students. Master Spleen in the building. So everyone seems super hyped since Niantic announced that Deoxys Defense is going to come back to raids. So in today's video, we are going to answer the question: how good is the Deoxys Defense for PvP, and is this hype all around justified? So Deoxys Defense will be available from the 1st of July until the 16th of July, and then Mewtwo is going to take Deoxys place in raid. Optimal IVs for Deoxys for the Great League, it's 10, 15, 13 at level 24, so you should not look out for boosted Deoxys. If you want to have one that is going to be eligible for the Great League, and for the Ultra League it's going to be 12, 13, 15. Keep in mind that Deoxys is a mythical Pokemon, so you cannot trade him, so you need to catch it from raid. So let's jump to the video and look at how the Defense Deoxys is doing in the Great League meta and in the Ultra League meta. So Deoxys, first of all, you are going to use it with Counter, and then with Psycho Boost, Rock Slide or Thunderbolt. There is no real answer. In my opinion, it's better to go with Counter, Psycho Boost and Rock Slide, but frankly you could go with Psycho Boost, Thunderbolt if you want to have more coverage, for example with water types Pokemons or flying type Pokemons, and you could go even with Rock Slide, Thunderbolt if you use it as a safe swap or more as a Swiss knife, stuff like that. So here, frankly, if you look at the numbers, Psycho Boost, Rock Slide looks the best, but it's really up to you to find the right combo moveset depending on your team comp and the months you are using around Deoxys. In the Great League, Deoxys has amazing number. That's why everyone was a bit complaining that it wasn't available in raids, and as you can see, you beat a lot of Pokemon. It's a super versatile mon. So basically Barma Snow, Bastiodon, so grass type, like Meganium, Chestnut, Venusaur, fighting types such as Scrafty, Medicham, pseudo fighters like Melmetal, for example. You beat Charmers like Alolan Ninetales or Wigglytuff. You beat Razor Leafers like Shadow Victreebel. You beat Shiftry. So even mons that are part dark are going to struggle against Deoxys because this thing is a tank. Two matchups in the Great League I would like to point out because they are IV dependent. First of all, it's the Diggersby matchup, where if the Diggersby has very good IVs, he can flip the matchup, and it's the same with the Stunfisk. And here you can imagine the Stunfisk resisting the Rock Slide, for instance. You need a very good Stunfisk if you wanna pick up the matchup. But where really Deoxys looks amazing is for the Ultra League. As you can see in this infography, the numbers are just crazy. First of all, I would like to point out that this infography covers the Open Ultra League meta and the Premier Cup meta. So in a way, there are a lot of mons here that are covered, but some of them you are just going to see them in the Premier Cup, and therefore Deoxys is not eligible. But anyway, I found that it was interesting to have them featured in the graph, just to basically have an idea of what Deoxys can beat. So here a lot of mons, and basically with the exception of ghost types and dark types. So ghost types, they are going to be the Giratinas and Gengar, and dark types are going to be Umbreon and Mandibuzz. Deoxys is picking almost everything else. Even something like Cresselia, for example, that is going to resist the counter. Deoxys, thanks to the extra bulk in neutral league, is going to be able to pick that up. Two matchups here that are going to be IV dependent: Dragonite and Swampert. And for those two matchups, and you could see, for example, how Swampert is a counter of Deoxys in the Great League, but here, thanks to the bulk, it can just survive so many hydro cannons. So you really need a very good PvP IV Dragonite and a very good PvP IV Swampert if you want to flip the Deoxys matchup. But frankly, the numbers look incredible. I mean, even against things that resist the confusion, that resist counter, for example, confusion user like executors, you are going to be able to pick that up. I mean, and keep in mind that this infography is with Psycho Boost and Rock Slide, but if you have Thunderbolt, you can pick, for example, other matchup like Bronzong, for example. So here, really look out what do you need as a coverage in your team, because Deoxys looks amazing. As a conclusion, what are our tips and recommendation in the academy? First of all, I will advise to everyone, that's going to be my first advice, to find a Deoxys for Great League. I mean, Deoxys is going to be able in raids. In the Great League, you almost don't have any IV dependent matchups from the Deoxys side. So at least do one raid, do 2 or 3 raids, use your free raid pass to grab some Deoxys and some Deoxys candies and build a Deoxys for the Great League. Even if you are participating in Sylph tournaments, I mean, most of the time Deoxys is banned from the metas, but you have seen in the last Sylph meta, the Venture Cup, how Deoxys was a key player. So just for that, just try to find at least a Deoxys for the Great League. For more advanced / hardcore players, 2 more advices here. First of all is really to try to find a good IV Deoxys for the Great League and for the Ultra League. In fact, there are some situations where by having the best possible IVs, you win a bit more comfortably some matchups. So that's going to be my first tip. Second tip, it's going to farm XL candies for the Ultra League. This tip, it's a bit going to be and depends. It's going to depend on what's your play style. I mean, if you're a free-to-play player like I am, frankly, that's going to be harsh, because you need to do a lot of raids to be able to farm all those candies. But if you want to put resources into the game, really, it's a huge opportunity for you to farm XL candies. You have seen the numbers. Deoxys looks amazing for the Ultra League. So really, if you have the resources, don't hesitate and go out there, raid as many Deoxys as you can. I do hope you like that content. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to like that video, and to stay tuned as we are going to cover more events in the future. Bye, students!